obviously sucks, to go out that way. To be honest with you, though, I mean, over the past year, how everything went down, I think it was a great ending for me and my story. I couldn't be more grateful for the past 5 months and really my entire career going back to 2019. This is a surreal way to end it. It's unfortunate, but I'm just so blessed to have had so many amazing people in my life from years past and this year. So, like I said, it sucks to end it this way. I feel for the fans, I feel for the community, and I feel for this team. So it hit me a lot. Seeing Ben Dooley was the one that got me. I was holding it pretty strong. I saw Ben and I burst into tears because, that was my roommate freshman year. We've been together since July 2019, so, that one hurt. But, yeah.
Going back to when I first got here, kind of the end of the Kellen Moore years, all the players would say like they wanted to leave the program better than they found it.
Yep.
Now the standard at one point in time almost made that impossible.
Yes.
During your tenure though here, you've experienced just about everything, and you cap it by going 12-2 with a trip to the college football playoff.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've left it better than you found it?
Yes. I feel like that we were able to return the standard of this program back to where it was a decade ago. And that was my biggest goal. Since 2019, we always talked about leave this place better than you found it. And it seemed like a lofty goal there for a few of those years. But just seeing where we were today and how close we were to advancing to the next round of the college football playoff, I'm confident in the people that are going to be coming into this program next year and the people that are staying that we did leave this place better than we found it. And they're going to do the exact same.
Mike, go ahead.
I was more specifically about this game, Mike. That initial 10 minutes from Penn State was kind of a little bit of an onslaught by them. How were you guys able to kind of find your footing, and why was that first quarter kind of a struggle there?
Yeah, they obviously have a ton of speed, both in their front and their skill positions. So that caught us. Obviously it just takes a second to get in rhythm. But once we got through that first quarter, we saw everything that we were going to see from them. So from then, we kind of had a better feel of what the game was going to be, and we were able to lock in and play better defense throughout the home stretch of the game.
There's some missed tackles at times, I think 12 penalties.
Yeah.
Just some uncharacteristic things we didn't see much this year. Does that make this one tougher?
Yeah, it hurts. It's going to hurt to go back and watch it. I'm definitely going to go back, and I'll probably watch both the TV copy and the actual film copy of it. There's just a lot of frustration on, I'm sure that everybody in the locker room obviously feels it, and throughout the community feels, we didn't play the cleanest game that we've played all season. But at the end of the day, I am very proud of how hard our team played. We stayed in the fight until the very end. Even when, the game seemed like it was over, guys were still up, guys were still, doing everything they could to put this team in a better position towards the end of the game.
After all the talk nationally about whether or not you guys deserve to be here, you're playing a competitive game into the fourth quarter. What kind of statement do you guys feel like you made tonight?
I think that we just showed that we belong with everybody else. I know that I'm leaving this place, and I know that my football career is over, but going into the future and watching, there's no reason that Boise State shouldn't be on the map with some of the bigger programs in the country. I think that we showed that we can, you talk about the biggest gap, between Group of 5 schools and the Power 4 schools being up front in the trenches. I think we proved tonight that we belong with those trenches. And I think that as the years keep going, this program keeps developing, I think that there's going to be a lot of more talent that comes into the program and puts us in great positions to succeed.
Is it disappointing the final score doesn't maybe reflect that?
Yeah. I mean, obviously at this point, the score, we could have lost by 1, and I'd be feeling the same way right now. Obviously, I wish that the game would have ended closer than it did, but a loss would have sucked either way. I'm still processing the emotions of it, but like I said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch it with, I live with Dimitri Washington, so I'm going to go up with the staff and I'll go check out what happened in that game.
BJ mentioned kind of the mistakes, but those what ifs, how much are those kind of eating at you?
Yeah, they're eating me big time. I honestly though, I don't really like to live in a world of hypotheticals. I think today a lot of people like to do that and look at things if what if this happened, what if it didn't? What happened. So, I mean, it's unfortunate that we didn't come out on top and we didn't get to advance, but I still am very proud of how this team battled the entire season and how we played tonight.
You kind of talked about the future, but just how set up is this program, you think, to kind of build off this and keep this going?
We are in the best position possible with both Jeremiah Dickey and Spencer Danielson leading this football program and athletic department as a whole. I firmly believe that. I'm very excited that now I get to say that I'm a Boise State alumni and I can come back and I can bring. I'm excited to be able to bring my kids in the future to this place and show them and say that I was able to play here and be on a pretty good squad at the end of my career. And I'm excited to see what this team does in the future.
I don't know if you're going to be looking for professional opportunities or anything, but are you planning to come back for games next year?
Oh yeah, I've already definitely committed. I'm gonna get a job in Boise at least for a year. I'd love to stay around. I love Boise, Idaho. I love the community, and we'll see. I'm gonna finish up my master's first. I'll be done with that in the end of at the end of May, so I'll be around until at least then for sure.
Mike, Ashton finished the season with 2,601 rushing yards, falls a little short of Barry's record. When you're 50 years old sitting around a fire, what stories will you be telling about the opportunity you had to play with Ashton Genty?
I mean, you said it there. I mean, I'll be able to tell people for the rest of my life that I played with Ashton Genty because, the success is going to translate immediately to the next level. If you ask anybody that knows what they're talking about in the NFL, like he's going to be the first running back off the board, and he's going to be around for a very long time in terms of how long running backs play, and he's going to be a very, very, very special player in football history by the end of his career.